Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? It's your boy Roar. We're here with a song by REN ZOTTO. I used to be on top of, the releases that he had coming out, and then like most things, it all got away from me. I appreciate the fan who brought this song back to my attention. Do not disturb. We're just going to hop into it with the visuals alone that I saw on screen. Looks like man's going through it, so let's see what he's wanting to keep away.
It's a chilling proposition. Turn me up and take a listen to my rebellings. If I manifest my vision in the never-ending shadow of my fantasies, there.
Okay, so I'm first of all loving. Obviously, he has such great fits with a lot of his videos and stuff, but even the visuals of the text and everything looks very like punky and very like underground rock type stuff, just adding a little more grunge to what we have going on here. You even get the concrete aesthetic, the rain and all that stuff. So
in the never-ending shadow of my fantasies, they're in my ear like, where you been, that I said. If you made it this far, you can roll the discards. Where you been, that I said. I'd like to formally reply. You can find me in the deep dark end of my mind when you feel like I've been scratching at the walls, strumming through the night, 'cause it feels right, 'cause it feels right. So, do not disturb, say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe. Do not disturb, say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe.
I do also love, as much as this picture in and of itself is like the most, not cringe, but like the most, I'm so tortured. But I mean, for people who don't know, like that's what this genre was about. It was about finally having a place to just speak your mind and put all your disgruntlement out there. That's what punk rock and emo and all that stuff was about. So it's kind of like when people criticize like, oh yeah, of course everyone listened to Linkin Park in high school. Yeah, because it met us where we were at and it made us feel understood. That's what the point of the music was. It's almost a fork found in kitchen type situation. Like that's what this is about. I just know that for whatever reason, a lot of people still think that authentic emotion equals cringe. I don't understand that part of the culture. But anyway, I also love some of the visuals here. It just makes me think of literally so many album covers and all that sort of stuff. From the visual here to, it's just this winding chord to the to the amp in the background, hands in his pockets, kind of slunched over, head to the side. It all just screams so much emotion, which is what I love about a lot of artistic covers and stuff. I don't want to see, it's like in action movies. I don't want to see all the actors lined up. I don't care. I know who's in the movie. I don't have celebrity worship issues. I want to see some art with what you're trying to exhibit here. And yeah, it's stuff like this that's really, really cool. I love how this looks. And then also just part of that is just that honesty of I'm stuck in this make-believe of trying to think that I can handle everything outside of me when I'm literally not doing anything like that. And I'm just putting it in an artistic way. It's good stuff. Ooh, and then we go back into the kind of EDM. To be determined. So a lot of that is just kind of describing I live in a world that I've kind of made up and it's comforting, so I'm going to stay here. But then I'm also aware that that's not reality, but I'm not sure when I can come back because it's, my mental state's going back and forth. So I might feel up to it one day. I might not feel up to it. So just even being honest about that is something a lot of people don't care to do. When we all know that we all have vices or we all have things about us, or at least we try not to have vices. I try to not have vices, but they know how to come up exactly when you need them. You're like, oh, thank you, you're here. You know, but yeah, it's a very relatable story, and you know, I like how he's blending a lot of genre stuff. It's not just rock. We have a little bit of EDM, we have a little bit of trap, drums, and you know, some of that bass. Really, really cool stuff.
Me in the deep dark ends of my mind when you feel like I've been scratching at the walls, drumming through the night, 'cause it feels right, so do not disturb, say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe. Do not disturb, say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe.
Get that bass coming in. Stevie Knight did amazing.
Let's drown deep down, floating in the dark, found footage of my unrestricted self-inflicted hellbound. Let's drown deep.
Okay, so that's very interesting. I like how he's ending every line with words that can bleed into the next line. So,
Found footage.
okay, wait. So,
Let's drown deep down, floating in the dark, found footage.
so let's keep floating in the dark, found footage.
Of my unrestricted self-inflicted hellbound. Let's
Found footage of my unrestricted hell, my own self-inflicted unrestricted hell, what I've put myself through. It's found footage of that. But hell bound, we are bound to hell, like our bad choices got us to go to hell like that. So
drown deep down, floating in the dark, found footage of my unrestricted self-inflicted hellbound. Let's drown deep down, floating in the dark, found footage of my unrestricted. You can find me in the dark.
ooh.
You can find me in the deep dark ends of my mind when you feel like
Okay, so we're going back into the beginning of the chorus, but we have a different instrumental run with the guitar.
right, 'cause it feels right. So do not disturb.
Okay, I like that. That was a really cool short little breakdown before going back into the chorus fully. Instead of just the rock part, we have this little metal breakdown. That was really, really cool. Again, I love how these guys merge genres. It's so fun.
Say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe. Do not disturb. Say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe. Do not disturb. Say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe. Do not disturb. Say not a word, I'm locked away here in my make-believe.
Very nice. That was really, really cool. Well, a common W for REN ZOTTO. Amazing music. I honestly haven't followed much of their content over the last couple of years, but that's been the case with every VTuber. But in terms of the music, I try to at least be on top of that and be aware of when people put out new stuff. And the dude has such variety in how he carries himself vocally, but also with the types of music he makes, and I love that. But you guys tell me your thoughts in the comments, what you thought of this song. Again, thank you to the fan who suggested I check this out. Link to this is going to be in the description if you guys want to support him, and that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching.